Good morning, it's Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing and it's Facebook Live. And maybe this morning we will get through without a lot of chaos.
But
did
it's
you
so fun
watch?
with it. I did watch yesterday.
It was hysterical.
I did watch yesterday.
We started the year off with such a bang.
A bang for sure.
Thank you so much for making us so successful. And all of you who have been stopping in, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been really fun. The shop has been just solidly busy.
I love that.
Every day since we've opened. On the second
that.
yesterday. I mean, honestly, it's just been wonderful.
Yay!
So
we missed you all over the holidays.
we have a lot to talk about this morning, don't we?
Yeah, there's a pile of stuff behind us.
Yeah. You know, you have something to tell people about.
I do. Those of you that are new and watching us maybe for the first time or the first couple times, welcome. We're very, very glad that you're watching us. We do this thing where we do a giveaway every time we do a Facebook Live. And the way it works is if you share our video and then let us know that you shared, just put a note in the comments that you shared. We put your name into a drawing and then we send you something if you're the winner. Today's goodie is this adorable quilt pattern.
I think that's a really cute pattern.
It's really, really cute, guys. And this one is small enough that you could really finish it in almost no time at all. So if you need the quick win for the first of the year.
And if you just want to try out applique.
Great idea.
This is a really nice one because the pattern pieces are not real complicated.
Nope.
You know what? If you don't want to put the applique on there, nobody's going to judge you on that either.
I'm not going to tell. It'll be a secret.
Yeah.
So we've got this for our quilty friends, but in case you're not a quilty friend, we've also got this one. And this is a lovely Threads magazine.
And you know what? I think anybody who sews, honestly, will love this magazine.
Of course, because even if you're not into garments a whole lot, you've got some mending to do. You've got some minor alterations to do. You've got the neighbor kid down the street who needs some help with their project. There's so many good tips and great photos and instructions in these magazines.
And inspiration.
Inspiration for sure. And the cool thing is the winner of today's drawing gets both goodies. Congratulations to you, whoever that might be.
Now,
be sure
how
to share.
does that work?
Well, like we mentioned, be sure to share the video and your name will be drawn and then we'll let you know early next week who the winner is.
And you only have 24 hours after this video posts.
A week later is not going to help you.
No, it's not. And if you're on YouTube and we posted this, it's not going to help there either.
True.
So it's not that we don't want you watching. Please, we love it.
Yes.
But unfortunately, this is just on Facebook because I could never keep control of everything else if we did it anything else.
Yes,
So.
but we do appreciate the shares.
Oh my gosh,
it's
for
made
sure.
a lot of difference for us over the years.
Well,
so we're very grateful.
We have over 5,000 people watching us on YouTube.
I love that.
We have, I believe, over 2,000 now that watch us on Facebook.
Woohoo!
So it's been really helpful. The more people get to know about us, the more I can offer you things like we're going to show you today.
Oh my
gosh. It is so. But let's start off with a quick little, we have something special to sell today. And I want you to see this. And I want to explain something about our samples, what we do with our samples.
Great idea, Margaret.
And selling. So let's go over here. For those of you who do not know, we sponsor a sewing school in Pakistan.
It's amazing work what they do.
They are really a wonderful, wonderful group. This is a Christian group. Unfortunately, Christians in Pakistan are...
Persecuted?
They are dead. I think that is a very accurate word.
Yeah.
They are definitely not treated the same as the rest of the communities in Pakistan. And so what this is they're trying to give these women skills that they can help their families and be able to make a difference in their world. As we know that if we give somebody a skill, you can't take that ever away from them.
I love the way you put that.
You have a way, when I had my alteration and tailoring business, one of the things I tried to impart to the young ladies who came to work for me and to learn was that as someone who sews, you will be able to go anywhere. I mean, anywhere in the world. And as long as you can sew, you can make money.
Absolutely.
Because there are always people who want to be able to have things done. And you probably know this as someone who sews. Oftentimes our friends and family will come to us and say, can you hem my pants?
No, that never happens.
We
right?
have
Never.
all had this happen.
No.
Now, that may not be something you do for them.
I tell them my machine doesn't hem pants. For now, they believe it. Shh, don't let them know.
So I'm just saying that anybody who, we know that this is a skill that we want
For
in
sure.
every one of our communities.
Yes.
So this is an amazing thing because so much of the garments that are made over there, yes, they have some that are made in factories, but they need altered, they need changed, they need something added to them.
Sure.
So they have a need, and these lovely women can learn how to do it. So what we are doing today, here's actually some samples from our first class that graduated. We have a wonderful group of samples. These are so amazing.
They're just stunning for people who are just learning how to do this.
They sent these to us so that we would see what skills they learned.
They are just
It is really
spectacular.
amazing. And they do these little miniature kind of doll-sized garments because obviously, as you can see, they use really beautiful fabrics.
So ornate and the detail
Yes,
on them.
and they do a lot of embroidery on them. That's all done by hand. And so these are really amazing. So what we do is at our cash register every day, you can just donate a little bit of money as you make your transaction
Sure.
and you have some change left over.
Sure.
We appreciate that, of course. But what I'd like to do is get a little bit more functional money into this. And so right now we have this very pretty treadle sewing machine. Now we know that treadle sewing machines are basically just a decoration in most of our houses, but
true.
it does work.
It does
And
work.
It does work. It probably is going to need a new belt. But
They
it's
usually do, don't they?
Yeah, they need a new belt. So if you want it to work, we can help you get that taken care of. But this is a Minnesota sewing machine, treadle sewing machine, and check out this. It actually has little measurements and
Wow.
things on it. It's very cool. So this has 4 drawers. It's got a ruffler. It's got
Oh, my
some other,
goodness.
yeah, it's got some cool stuff. It's got some little tools in it. So if you would like to purchase this, it is for sale.
Wow.
All the money is going to the Pakistani school. And what happens is we've only got $100 on this, guys. So it should go very quickly.
It
I
needs
hope.
a home.
It needs a home. We're running out of space again. I have a bad habit of collecting things, so it's all fine. But I have that. I also have several quilts in the shop that if anybody would like to purchase those, you can come in, you can look at the quilts, you can make us an offer, and all that money will also go to the Pakistani school. I've also got a couple of African textiles that we've had for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
And those also, anybody who would like to purchase those, give me an offer. Every one of those things I just mentioned to you, any of those, that money will all go to the Pakistani school. And of course you can just donate.
Absolutely.
So, and it is under the University of Sewing on GoFundMe. So if you want to go and pop over there and just make a donation, anything would be very, very appreciated.
And that's something we do year round. So
It
if you
is-
can't do it right now,
Right.
that's okay. We get it.
Yes.
But maybe next month you've got a little extra. You can
There you go.
throw that way. The ladies in Pakistan would appreciate it.
It's just incredible how little money can make such a big difference.
Yes.
The first time we did this, we had over 20 women trained in this.
Gives me goosebumps to think
And
about.
on top of it, what we're seeing happen is the moms are training their daughters.
And you know what? It's fantastic. You talked about the skill, and having a skill set is beautiful. But to think that you are literally changing somebody's life and generations for
amazing.
them,
It's
it
really
gives
amazing.
me goosebumps.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so
take
why
us home,
is
guys.
Denise here today?
Hi guys, do you remember me? I'm Denise. Maybe we've met. Ha ha ha. No, it's good to be
Why
here.
are
I've
you
missed
here
you.
today?
I am here because guess what? We're going to start again. Block of the month. Was that on your radar? Yes. Yes, we're going to do a block of the month.
This one's kind of nice because it's not a year long.
It is not a year long. And what's really cool about it is we're going to start in March. So maybe the first of the year, you've still got some other things you're wrapping up. Now's not a good time for you.
And you know what I love to do in January? I love to reorganize.
I think we all do, right?
So
There's
what
something
I'm
about a clean start.
doing is reorganizing my sewing room a little bit. I
Yes.
started a little bit in December, but that was kind
Sure.
of a waste.
Often that's out of desperation in December, but January.
But
yeah.
I'm reorganizing my sewing room,
Yes.
and I'm getting my projects set up and ready to go
Yes.
in my thoughts.
Yes.
So why we brought you in this time is so that people can put this on their radar.
Absolutely.
And the kits are already available to purchase.
They are available.
And how are we doing this?
Well, we're going to do it the way we did. This is a Scott Flanagan block of the month. I'm going to show you the fabrics and the pattern here in just a second. But it's one similar to one that we did a few years ago, and that one was a 12-month plan. This is only 6 months.
Yay.
But the cool thing is we do it through Zoom. So our friends on the West Coast, Debbie in Colorado, you participated with us last time, I'm
Oh,
sure.
by the way, she's watching.
Good morning, Debbie. Good morning.
Debbie said if she lived closer, she'd be buying the dreidel. So.
Dave might deliver. You might be able to talk him
Yeah,
into
well,
that.
I was kind of wondering if we needed to make a trip to Colorado. So,
But our Zoom meetings are fun. Debbie can tell you we used to have a good time with those. And we had literally ladies from the West Coast to the East Coast, points in between participating in this.
it's so much fun.
We
It's
will
so
ship
much fun.
out your kit to you, and you can sew along and join us, and we will share tips and tricks and what's working for us and what isn't working for us.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you that did it with us last time, we had some thoughts about the pattern that we wish, things might have been a little differently. Looks like he's taken our suggestions to heart, and I'm excited about this pattern. So, why don't you go
It's
this way?
really fun. Okay, let's take a look. I want to see.
The colors are spectacular. They're a beautiful rainbow of colors. These four
They're batiks.
are the backgrounds. It is definitely batiks. But look how bright and cheery these are. The pattern is called Field and Furrows. And again, this is Scott Flanagan, and he's working with Banyan Batiks for our batiks. The finished size is 63 by 81, which is a nice size, but it's not too big.
Well, you know what's really nice about this too, Denise, is that adding borders to this to make
Yes.
it bigger is super simple.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. There are no borders
And-
built into it,
and
but you
be-
could definitely add that.
And because you can, as you can see, the dark colorways, a black border on it would be super simple.
Absolutely.
A really dark navy would be very good with
Yep.
this. I think either one of those can work very simply. And of course, if you want to go with the light colors, there are, no, I meant for the borders.
Oh, for the borders
For
in
the
general.
borders.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's interesting because the cream and the off-white here, they give you a lot of options.
It's true. It's true.
So
without
what
a
you
doubt.
could do is you could put a border of a light cream, and then you could put your dark navy, or you could put your black and finish it off so that you had, if you wanted it a little bit longer, because a
Yes.
typical queen size bed is 60 by 80.
Mhm.
So
that will cover it, but not any drop.
not
So,
any drop in any way. So
Yeah.
if you really want that, I want you to know that that's not a big deal
that's
to
an easy
take care
thing
of.
to do.
So
That's an easy thing. And I was thinking, sometimes it's hard for us to find quilt patterns for the guys in our life. Sometimes
Oh,
they're a little
yeah.
feminine. This one would be perfect for that, I think.
yeah, it will be a great quilt for I think, any guy from teenage years on up.
Absolutely.
I can see a lot of guys were liking that bit of bright color
Yes.
in it,
Yep.
but it doesn't have a super feminine design.
Right.
It's also got some skill building things, I think, in here.
It does, and Scott says in his pattern, it's not a difficult pattern. This is beginner friendly, guys. The thing to know is there are some small pieces that we're going to work with, but we have some tips and some tricks, and I will say starch is your friend for those little pieces.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But again, working with batiks, it's going to be a little easier.
I would think so.
Yeah.
So, the kits are available.
They are.
We do not have a huge number of these. This is going to be a smaller group.
Do you know how many we have? I didn't look.
I
6?
want to say 6.
I think
but
it's only
I will
6.
look. I think it's only 6. So if you are interested,
Yes.
and the way we're doing this is we're not going to give you a block each month and
No.
send it.
No.
We're just doing it as a kit all ready to go, and that it's just we're too small staffed to be trying to put together
Something every
blocks
month.
of the month.
But you
and
know what I
stuff.
love about doing the whole kit too is life happens, guys. So maybe you get a little behind on your block, or maybe you get ahead because you've got some good sewing time. You will have all the materials you need to manage your schedule, but you can still jump in on those monthly Zoom meetings. with
And
us.
we're going to record them.
yes.
So if you miss a meeting, it's
That's
not a
easy.
big deal. And my guess is that we'll also have a kind of close up at the end so that we can make sure everybody
A wrap
gets,
up.
yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
and one thing we did too last time, Margaret, and you and I haven't talked about it, but I would like to do it again, is we had a specific private Facebook page just for the block of the month.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that
we
was
can
a
do
great
that
space
again.
to share your photos, and this is what's working, and this is what isn't working, and so I'm sure we'll do that again. But it's the camaraderie that we had, which was really kind of cool. Literally, like I said, from coast to coast, makes it even more fun.
We also are, we have a group of 13 pieces that are these quarter yard bundle. So if anybody wants to buy extra,
Yes.
other than the block of the month.
Sure.
So that is a great way to make sure that if you have a mistake, if you have an error with your cutting,
it happens.
you will be able to go
It
ahead and
happens.
fix that pretty easily.
And my suggestion too, if you're thinking about doing this, don't hesitate. We do only have a few kits. We can put a few more together. That shouldn't be a problem. But get a buddy. Because anything in a project like this is always more fun when
And
you've got a partner that you can get together and say,
it's-
let's go work on month number 1
It is
together.
so reasonably priced, and yes, there are only 6.
There's only 6.
There's
Okay.
only 6, but you're looking at only $163.
Yeah, yeah.
So very reasonably priced. Get that. Get those 13-piece quarter. In when you put it in the search engine, put in the word field, and it'll come
Oh,
up.
perfect. Okay.
So it'll come
Field
up.
and Furrows, again, is the name of the pattern by Scott Flanagan. It's a 6-month block of the month, guys.
Field and furrows. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So we have.
Well, we have a question.
Oh,
You might as well address it
yes,
now.
of
And
course.
this is from Elaine.
Oh,
Hi, Elaine.
Elaine.
Can we purchase just the pattern and be part of the Zoom?
Okay, I have to find out if I can get more patterns.
if we can get just the pattern. Yeah.
I have to find that out. And Elaine, I apologize. I should have thought of that. I did not. But I can find out if I can get more of the patterns. And if I can, of course, that would be fine. So,
And
yeah.
and off the top of my head, I'm going to say it's a probably yes, unless something weird pops
Well,
up that we can't get the pattern.
problem we run into with this group, because it's through Northcott,
Right?
is sometimes they only print so many things, and once they're done, they're done.
Sure.
So I have to find out if we can get, and
Okay.
and usually what happens, if that's true, then what I can do is they sell them in 6s.
Okay.
So if we get that's what we'll do, is we'll go ahead and get 6 of them. So that could make that Zoom group bigger, and that
That
would
could
be
make
nice.
it bigger.
Yeah.
And just thinking
Yeah.
off the top of my head, that's a great idea just to have those patterns in case somebody comes in later and says, oh, I really want the patterns, but I want to pick my own colors
Sure,
or something.
sure,
So
sure.
that's probably a good idea. Cross our fingers that that'll work. But
Well, I will look into it. I'll send an email off to our buddy Mark and find out if he can
yes,
get those
Mark
for
would
us.
have the
So-
answers.
Yes,
For
he
sure.
always does have the answers. Okay, so behind you are some things we just got in this week, and they are so darn cute. I
They are
had to
so
bring
cute.
them out. A lot of times, this kind of stuff I don't do a great job with, but what I have right now is that Amanda Murphy Cityscape.
Yes.
We've
Yes.
had, it's so cute. Look at these great mugs. Now, have you taken them
I
out?
haven't taken one out.
Yeah, I want to look. Because I actually might take a mug. They're so darn cute.
They are so cute. Oh my
Look at
gosh.
these. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my God, they're so pretty.
They're a nice weight. They're a nice size.
They're so darn cute. So if you haven't seen the fabric yet, put in Cityscapes in the search engine and you will see the fabric.
Microwave and dishwasher safe.
Super duper. Super duper. So we have them in obviously this kind of, what color are they called? Yeah, they're both colorways, but I'm wondering if they tell you what the colorway is.
Probably not.
Of course not. Why would we want to do that? Okay, they come in a coral and a aqua. That's what I'm going to call it. Oh, how goofy is that? Okay, I will tell you I already own one of these. I love it. They're only $8. It's a needle minder, and it's actually big enough to get a hold of.
And that magnet.
That magnet is incredible.
If you're standing next to a buddy who's also maybe wearing one as a pin, you might get stuck together. But
we were like, I was pulling the entire display down because of the magnets we're holding on to each other.
Wow,
they work.
They're strong.
They work.
They're great.
So we have 2 of them. They're so darn cute. These are Lori Holt, Riley Blake, all the cute stuff you could ever want. It is a cute basket of flowers or a wonderful sewing machine full of quilty blocks.
The sewing machine's my
love
favorite,
it,
for sure.
love it.
Yeah,
so we
sure.
have these available. Get them while we have them because they will go.
Yes.
So very adorable. Okay, we have a super cute kit from Riley Blake also.
I love this,
Isn't
Margaret.
this fantastic? Look at the spools and a beautiful trees and stars. All my favorite things for quilting. Very, very cute. And this kit is available now. It is called the Noble Spools Quilt Kit.
Well, of course it is.
Noble Spools.
Doesn't
Very
that give
adorable.
you ideas for decorations for
Oh my
next year?
gosh,
How
yes,
big
of
is it?
course is.
48 by 69. That's a nice snuggle up on the quilt or on the couch kind of quilt.
It is a good one for that, or maybe you want a wall hanging.
Yes, for
Very
sure.
cute, very cute.
Yeah, I like that one.
Great idea for a present for somebody.
How much
and
was that one?
This one is $150.
$150, yeah,
And it
that's
comes with this great box, everything in it, so it's super cute, and they always do a good job on their kits.
They
so.
do, for sure.
Okay, I haven't opened this one yet either.
And obviously, I haven't seen this, so you're going to have to explain this one to me.
Okay, so what this is it's an inspiration for your next quilt.
Wow.
So it's a box of cards, and it is a way to look at your quilt and your various things you can do. And they have different block ideas, different setting ideas, just a whole group. And you know what? This is going to be so much fun at your next Quilt Guild meeting.
Oh my gosh, it's sort of like a create your own adventure.
Yes,
kind?
it is kind of like that. So
How fun
this
is that?
super cute. I couldn't resist. It was just adorable.
That really would be
So-
fun for a guild.
Guild, a bee.
Yeah.
Well, you guys need to get these
Yeah.
and play. Oh, what about your next retreat?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know there's some retreats all coming up here in the spring. So
Yep,
I know
yep.
there are some. So you guys need these at the end of the day so you can talk about all your
That's
quilty
funny.
ideas.
I love that.
This is really fun. I was like, really, that's great. Okay, so these are new things that came in this kind of like a gift idea or kit's idea. So we've only got 5 minutes, and behind you are a ton of fabrics.
You're going to have to talk fast.
So I'm
Margaret.
going to have to talk fast. Let's start off with something really unusual. I've never done this before.
Ooh.
We have the coolest fabric right here.
What is this, Margaret?
This is a raincoat kind of fabric.
What?
It is waterproof.
Fleecy brushed on the
It
inside.
is. It's not very heavy.
No.
I mean, this bolt, normally a bolt like this would be super heavy. It's not. It's very nice, lightweight. I cannot wait to try sewing this. I have a feeling it's going to be super cool. I think you are going to need dual feet or a walking foot for it.
Because it's a little
Yeah,
thick.
it's also, I think it's going to tend to kind of stick to
maybe?
each other. So this is really nice. What's really great about this is it's not super slick.
Right.
It's breathable.
It doesn't look like raincoat fabric.
No, it's
not
really
shiny,
neat.
guys.
So what I was thinking is the to patch or not to patch jacket. They've got one version where you don't do it. any, you can use a solid piece of fabric with it.
Yeah, with the hood.
With the hood.
Oh, yep.
Or the Chicago jacket. Remember a couple weeks ago I made it out of that purple denim?
Yes.
This is another way that you could do this. I think it'd be super cute.
Very cool.
I am also testing out a Vogue pattern that I'm going to see if it's going to work for this.
Stay
'Cause
tuned.
I'm thinking this is going to be the perfect weight for people who are traveling.
Absolutely.
And if you're like me and nothing ever fits you really, nothing ever fits me right, guys. So, I mean, it's, I just never have had anything. Even at my thinnest weights or my heaviest weights, nothing has ever fit me. So, I think this is going to be really great. We've got it both in this wonderful navy, and we've also got it in my favorite, of course, black. So, and I'm also going to test it and see if I can embroider it.
It's funny you said that, because that's what I was thinking. I wonder how that would embroider. I bet it would do a nice job.
I think it would too. So we're going to try that out, and this is something that I think is really fantastic.
I could see some little yellow duckies on here, maybe.
I'm not putting yellow duckies
Probably
on
not
my
for
jacket.
Margaret, though.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. You hold this.
I will hold
I
this.
love this pattern.
one.
It's a super cute pattern. Yes, they recommend that you do knits with this, but I have a feeling you might be able to do some other fabrics. We've got some knits up here I'm going to show you in a minute. We've got, let's go over here since I brought up a top.
You want the pattern still?
Yes, we need that. So these two patterns in particular, we've got these great knits.
I haven't even seen these, Margaret.
This
Wow.
is so gorgeous. I love the warm colors, yet it's got a kind of almost patchworky kind of look to it. I normally do not like fabric like that. This one does it perfectly, in my opinion. I think
very
it's
subtle.
super
patchworky part.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the subtle part of it, it's beautiful. It's got an abstract look. The patterns on it are not overwhelming. I think it's just a really great one.
And color coordinates, you've got 400 different versions of colors that you could
Exactly.
coordinate with.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
there's a
really.
ton
I
in
mean,
there.
so you can wear this with your brown pants or your black pants. You can wear it with grays or taupes. I mean, you've got the gamut. So it's
Gorgeous.
a wonderful idea. So this Alex and olive top would be super cute out of that. I
would be
think
cute.
that would be gorgeous. And it's got two versions, one with a turtleneck kind of cowl neck
yep.
version, and then one that's just got to be kind of a scoop neck to it.
Right.
And then we also have this really cute cardigan. You know, I went over and revisited our patterns. I
Right.
have not made this, but I like this a lot. And so I have this here because we have a group of other knits, like this super
That
cute
is gorgeous.
one. Is this not lovely? And so this one is a French terry.
Okay, tell me about French terry.
Okay, so French terry has a really interesting, wonderful backing to it that feels great against your skin. It's not fleecy.
Okay.
So some people are bothered by that fuzzy feel. Well, this
Sure.
doesn't have the fuzzy feel, but it has the warmth.
Gotcha.
So really cute out of either one of these. Also, those two patterns. This one right
my
here.
gosh,
Look
Margaret,
at
is
this.
this a stock?
Look at this. No, wait a minute. I know it's a Verhees. These are from Verhees. It's a Dutch company, much like our Stoff is.
It just
And
feels
so,
and looks like
now
a Stoff,
this
doesn't it?
one is fleece. This one is fleece.
Wow.
And you feel that wonderful soft feeling against you. It is made up of a 95% cotton, 5% lycra. So you're going to be able to wash and dry this, no pilling. And this one is also like that. You've got both of these that are fleece.
Wow.
These will make great cardigans. They'll make great tops,
yeah.
sweatshirts, any kind of like little jackety kind
Snuggly
of thing.
kind of,
Right.
yeah.
Or just like, if you just want a warm, I mean, look at how cute this top is right here. That would be super cute using this. And the nice thing I think about this right here is mix some of our solids into
Yes,
it.
for sure.
And you can take something where you have a print you like,
Yep.
but you can go ahead and mix some other things to tone down the print if it's too much.
Kind of some color blocking
Right,
effects happening.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So don't forget about the Easy 3Z jacket. It would also do a good job out of this. The sterling jacket could be made out of these fabrics. The last of the knits I want to bring to your attention. Oh my God.
This is so fun.
I love this
so
fabric.
fun.
So are we going to make something for Penny out of this?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I think one of my older girls would appreciate this. I think Erin would
think,
like
yes, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one I believe is just a regular knit, nothing, no fleeces or French terry. But check out this really great anime print. I love it.
So
I
cute.
think I might make something for me. out
You
of
should,
this.
for sure. And the
I
colors are
love
great
it.
in this.
They are so much fun. This is just so great. So anyway, I had
very cool.
to get this one because it's just perfect. So if you have a teeny or or a tween in your world, I think they will love this.
Or a grown up that likes anime. I mean,
Yeah,
no judgment
yeah,
here,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So, okay. So the last ones I'm going to bring together, these are all, there is these 5 right here. Now, these are all either rayon or viscose. Now, I'm just going to tell you, rayon and viscose are very, very similar.
Okay.
Okay? They're both made in similar ways. And sometimes they're literally something that you could go ahead and make, the words, what am I looking for? Sometimes those words are interchangeable.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
It's sometimes just completely interchangeable. Now, the story with these fabrics is they are lightweight.
Very lightweight.
Okay, so they're
Flowy.
lightweight. They're super cool to wear. The ones here, from here to here, are all very much a matte finish. These have a little bit of a shine to them. Just a little bit.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a bit.
The
A
tiniest
little
bit,
bit.
Margaret.
So they have a little bit more. But I'm going to just tell you these are wonderful. Now, how do you take care of these?
Good question.
How do you take care of them? So what you can do is you can put them in your washing machine on gentle
Okay.
in cool water.
Gotcha.
Don't put everything in the world into your washing machine at the same time.
Sure. Yes.
And then when you pull them out, what you're going to do is one of 2 things. You're either going to use the coolest setting on your dryer. If your dryer does not really have a cool setting, use air.
Just to air dry. Yeah.
Right? Okay. So if it doesn't really have a cool setting, do that. And then you will be able to, for the most part, you should maybe have to touch it up with the iron, but it should be in good shape.
Margaret,
They're
this one
lovely.
reminds me of an Easter dress I had years ago, like a lifetime ago. And it was one of those dresses that when you put it on, you felt like you could take on the world.
I love dresses
It
like
just
that.
makes me smile even thinking about that. It's gorgeous.
Well, I will tell you, blouses, dresses, tunic tops, you have a wide variety of
So
things
pretty.
you can do with these. So they're pretty fabulous and wonderful. We have plenty of things here. I am looking into another pattern company, a Blast from the Past.
Never heard of
Does and no, it's not called a Blast from the Past.
Oh.
I'm saying it is for me. The company's a Blast from the Past. If any of you've ever heard of Silhouette Patterns,
Nope, haven't heard of them either.
okay. So Peggy Sagers is she does fit to stitch. Her philosophy on fitting and what she does is very similar to my own. And after I watched a show of hers on Create TV the other day, I thought, I'm wondering if it's actually where I got my ideas about it.
Oh, wow.
So I don't specifically remember that.
Sure, but maybe that influence
That
was in there.
influence,
Yeah.
I think, may have been in there. So if you get an opportunity to watch any of the Fit to Stitch
Fit to stitch.
YouTube videos,
Okay.
I would recommend them. She sells fabric there. It's very interesting. She does some really high-end stuff.
Wow.
Okay, so we, I think, have this, I try to have really nice fabrics, but I also am really looking at your budget and trying to make sure that we can keep this. And people still tell me our fabrics are expensive sometimes.
Compared to the big box stuff,
But
maybe.
our stuff will last you, and it'll be, if you take care of it the way I suggest and you look at what we carry. The fact is, when you make a knit garment from us, you're not going to go, Margaret, everything you sold me now has pills 3 weeks later.
Absolutely. It's
No, it just
the
doesn't.
quality matches the price
Right,
level, I
right,
think.
right.
Yeah,
And so
there's-
you'll be able to have it for a long time.
Yes,
It's an
yes.
investment.
Yes.
So what I would recommend is if you like to sew clothes and you want to get involved in some of this, some of the patterns that I suggested, I think will be really good ones for you.
Yes, for sure.
And I'm looking into some other patterns for you because we've been a little frustrated with some of them. So I'm trying to find some nice Peggy's patterns that I came across. She's got some really good, what I would call basics, really great things. So
Wonderful.
so
And just a plug, these are just a sample of our patterns. We have
Just
a huge collection.
of
so
patterns.
Come in and
are
visit
really,
or go online.
Yeah, and I love, so many of the Pamela's patterns
Yes,
also.
yes.
So those
We
are
have a
great
bunch
for
of hers.
knits. Yeah, those are great for knits too. Okay, everybody. It's unfortunately after 10, so we got to go. All of the things you saw today should be in our latest arrivals. And if you ever have a question about something you saw on the videos, just give us a quick call.
And
we're
we
here.
Can send out a sample if you want to.
Oh, for sure.
Touch
We're
and
happy to do that. Yeah. If you want to see the colors in person, you want to make sure that it
for sure.
actually is what you think it is. I think that that's a really good idea. There's nothing worse than, and I hear this all the time. I bought some fabric and I got it and it wasn't the color I thought it was going to be.
It happens.
So that's a really big disappointment. So we'd like to avoid that. Okay, everybody, have a fantastic Saturday. They claim we're going to get snowed in, so we're here. Buy all the fabric so that you're ready to stay at home and snow sew.
Snow so it's a snow so day. I like that. We may have just started something. Yes.
So get ready for all of that. If there's anything we can do, I'm sure Dave will be happy to ship stuff out today. So if you want to order anything, we've got you all covered. So everybody, take care, and we will see you next Friday for Facebook Live.